morning, those of you in morning IOP and PHP. Good afternoon to those of you in afternoon groups. I'm Brian Herrick, Director of Operations here at Midwest Recovery Center. Welcome to our weekly town hall. If you're new to this and have never seen a town hall, or if you've come in as a new client since last week, this is our town hall meeting where we go over important changes, rule reminders, any particular announcements, and a few extra special things that we'll cover in the next few minutes. First and foremost, I wanted to remind everybody of some very important rules that we have here at Midwest. First and foremost, there is no vaping in the building. This includes the group rooms or any public spaces. Vaping and smoking is strictly designated to the outback fenced-in area. Please do not smoke out front in the parking lot side, at the picnic table, by the sidewalk, or any place else other than the fenced-in area. Also, please do not discard your cigarette butts or other trash on the ground. There are trash cans and cigarette butt receptacles available for that purpose. Also a reminder, there is no cell phone usage in group. Please wait till after group to call your Medicab or make any calls that you need to make. Please note that if you are expecting an important phone call, either from JFS, a probation or parole officer, or what have you, please communicate that to your group facilitator before the start of group. They will likely tell you that when that call comes through, to give them a little indication and then quietly exit the room to accept your phone call. Again, we'd like to welcome all new clients to Midwest. Every week we have a lunch and learn at 12 p.m. in the New Perspectives room. This group is designed to teach you the ins and outs of the day-to-day life here at our outpatient building, give you important information, and have some fun doing it. This is a required group for all new intakes, so please go to the Lunch and Learn on Tuesdays at noon in the New Perspectives room. Now, in this portion of the town hall, I'd like to do a little something different. I know as a person in recovery that I do what feels good, and it feels good to be acknowledged and recognized for achievements, big or small. So in this portion that we're going to do today and moving forward, I'd like to give some shout outs to a few people. These individuals, your care team, either your case manager or therapist, let me know that you're doing very well. And I'd like to give you props and kudos on that and tell you to please keep going. Alyssa G., I want to congratulate you for graduating PHP and moving on to IOP. We are very, very proud of your continued work. Keep it up. Also, probably not watching this video in one of the group rooms, but we would like to recognize Adana J. and Chris B., who completed their stay of treatment here at Midwest. We're very, very proud of you. We hope that you stay in contact with us and engaged, and I want everybody watching this to know that each and every one of you can do this. Just show up one day at a time. Finally, as last week and every week, I'd like to leave everybody with a little bit of motivation and encouragement. There are some recovery programs that tell us that we are powerless and that we have lost the luxury of making choices and decisions. And while in my experience that's true for me as it pertains to drugs and alcohol, I want you to know that that is not true for some of the other things in your life. Recovery isn't built on one grand stage, one great moment. It's not one final decision. It's built quietly, one small decision at a time. You wake up and decide to show up. You decide to tell the truth when it might be easier and more comfortable and more familiar to tell a lie. You face one uncomfortable feeling instead of running from it. You decide to get vulnerable and ask for help. Maybe nobody notices these choices that you're making, but you do. Each small decision, action by action, is like a brick. At first, the progress of building this foundation feels slow, sometimes painfully slow. But if you keep stacking those bricks, one good decision on top of another, something starts to take shape. Days become weeks, finally you start to recognize yourself again. Or maybe you see yourself for the first time, the person you were always meant to be. No one rebuilds overnight, but nobody rebuilds at all unless you start with that first brick. You have all made that first step, that first decision. You are here. You at one point asked for help. That is the start of this process. Now, call your sponsor, go to group, write something honest, apologize when you're wrong, take a walk instead of using, go to a meeting. That's how recovery grows, not in leaps and bounds, but in layers. One brick, then another, until one day you look back and realize you've built an amazing life. If you do this, I promise you, it will be a life better than you could even possibly imagine. As always, if you have any questions following this video, ask your group facilitators, put in a client request form to your care team or to me, and remember to have a safe, happy, and sober week. Thanks.